dinner. Well, guys, we had a blessed weekend. I don't know about you guys. I hope everybody got on the call. I hope everybody was able to get on to the international and take notes or listen or record, whatever it was that they were doing. I don't know if Miss Akiko and Mr. Peon were able to get it on all the way over there in Japan. I know the hours are way different. So, but I get the thumbs up. She was on it. I mean, she was on it. They are amazing. They are amazing. So, guys, here's what we're going to do tonight. If you guys can unmute yourselves and just give us an idea of what you guys got out of the international. But I'm going to kind of share something from my standpoint, and I'll go first. But I don't know if everybody watched it at home by themselves or they got together with their team as much as they could. I know we're not just in one city. We're spread out all over the nation here. So I really kind of had my epiphany yesterday. We had a couple people over the team that could make it. But guys, here's what it is. You know, ACN had those big events 3 times a year when I got in, or 4 times a year, the big internationals. Sam remembers, Miss Catherine remembers, Miss LuAnne Pinedo remembers. And here's what it is, guys. I don't think a lot of people understand the power in numbers. I mean, I really don't, because they have, 20,000, 15,000 people all come to one event because of the power it produces. Now, we're probably not going to see that again, but we're going to see a lot of the little ones. Like, I don't know, Sam, did you get to some of those? You're in, I don't know if they had one in Dallas, but I know Connecticut had one, I think, somebody else, and in Costa Mesa next week, and then they go somewhere with the co-founders. So they're making little ones, and we're going to be down next weekend in Costa Mesa to that event, and that's going to be live. That's going to be, a mini international. Okay. And should we let Mr. Thomas in? What time is it? I'm gonna get him for getting everybody. So where is he? Where'd he go? Did I lose him? Not there. He just connected the audio. Well, welcome to the show, Mr. Thomas. But anyway, guys, so they're having mini internationals throughout the nation. If you can get to them now, we got a 4-hour drive to get down to this one way, and we're going to have a carload of people. We have several cars going, and get the team down there. There's something about the power in those numbers coming together. I'm telling you guys, it's magical. If you've been to an international, whether you wanted to or not, you was getting lit on fire and run around all crazy. So since those things aren't going and we have our internationals, guys, I highly interject for you guys, or put my 2 cents in, to get as many people as you can at your house. We meeting at Sam Foster's this time. We meeting at Freddie's next time. But get your team together, because it makes a difference. And when that call's over, get on the phone and start making phone calls together. There is power in that. And we've had pretty good numbers here at the house. And it really kind of hit me this last weekend. I mean, people kind of stayed at home and watched. I mean, a lot of people had their reasons. Sick family member, and I understand that. But guys, if you can, I mean, it's like getting to the international. Get together in a group and watch these events. I'm telling you, it's magical, and it'll make things happen. You see someone else sitting across the way after it's over, making some phone calls. You go make some phone calls. Like, dang it, I can't let Freddie get more people than me. Was that Sam making another phone call? Boom. And that's what grows business. But that's that support of each other. It's that family atmosphere, that camaraderie. I mean, when you come to my house, there's coffee and donuts. Well, there's only a couple left by the time everybody got here because I was hungry. But there's coffee and donuts. At lunchtime, we got food. And it was that family, it was that Thanksgiving with the family. Everybody's eating and they're having fun, but except this was business aspect. We've taken notes, getting together. Woo, did you hear that? And when you see people leave, like, wow, that was a good one this time. I got some good stuff out of that. And it really makes a difference. So guys, if you can, get together, get the teams together. I mean, like I say, things happen, people travel, vacation, whatever, sick family member, whatever. I understand that. I'm not saying you got to do what you got to do. I'm just saying, if you guys, and about a month out, month and a half out, and I'm guilty of this, of not doing this, is start promoting, getting together. Okay, how are we going to do this? Okay, boom, and start promoting. You might only have maybe a Zoom meeting with your team, but start doing that. Start being the family that we are, because it's going to make changes in your business. I promise. I promise. So with that being said, guys, we're going to kind of go through tonight of what I got out, and I'll go first. And I got like pages of these guys talking, and the things that touched my heart might not have touched yours, but the things that touched yours might not have touched mine. But when we reiterated, or I don't say that, it doesn't mean gross, but regurgitate it, sometimes like, oh, I didn't catch that the first time around. So don't feel by not saying anything that you're good. You're only good if you take the time to tell everybody what you got out of this. What was that? Whoa, I've heard that before. I did. Boom. That sound fair? So we can go share. We can share. So, I always love it when Dave Merriman comes up. When Dave Merriman comes up, I think, oh Lord, what are we doing now? Dave, he's not the hatchet man, but he's like on Tombstone. What was that guy's name? He's like, okay, he's bringing a law. He's bringing a law. What's happening? What's going on? So I really understand what he's got to do, because from my standpoint, a lot of like people are like, oh, why does he say this stuff? Why does he say that stuff? Because guys, ACN really keeps us, by us being part of the DSA and being proactive. It sounds like, oh crap, but I'm telling you, because if ACN's in a lot of lawsuits, because they got a lot of stupid IBOs out there doing things that they're not supposed to, lawsuits take away money from your comp plan, my comp plan, Mr. Thomas's comp plan, LuAnne's. So don't be taking out of Mr. Sam Foster's comp plan. You fight. Okay? So really understand that we do things sometimes, and we've had to turn people in, not turn people in, but make the company aware of some inappropriate activities that cost us money out of our pocket. And that was a hard one to swallow. But being ethical, Lord, I'll tell you, the good Lord made it up to us. So that is coming. But let's see here. I really like the Miss Richardson, the new RVP. I think they Coops, Shaquille's new IBO. I mean, his new RVP. I don't think he's got a new one, but her excitement. She's a young woman, and her excitement and how she's intense. I was like, I like this girl. She's ready to grow business or fight you. She doesn't care. And I really enjoyed with her speaking. And it was nice, though, she's followed up by Adam Root. Adam Root, probably when his RV, if you guys haven't seen his RVP promotion with his dad, and his dad being ill like he is, he gets you pumped up too. So 2 pump ups, but see, I know what Adam Root talked about his why, but he didn't tell us what it was. But if you haven't seen his RVP promotion, I challenge you to go to YouTube and watch that, because it's powerful. His father and what he has, I mean, that you can't knock that. I mean, that's straight up, and yeah, it's something else. But I liked it because he talked about creating that environment to win, building trust, which builds confidence. And sometimes I think we miss that. We have to build that trust with people. If you already know somebody and someone else does a presentation, man, you got a chance to say, hey, Ursula, man, I've known you. We've known each other since high school. What he's talking about is real. Me and you can build some business here together. Let's go get it. See, that's a relationship. There's trust. But building that winning environment. Now, someone's brand new coming in, and you're talking about, look, man, I'm winning. Sam, are we going to do this? We know each other since we was third grade. I've seen what we've done in the past. I know what we can do here. See, those are the things that a lot of times we miss out on. Creating that winning environment for these people who see the business, and you want them as a business partner. Okay, so that's huge. Something that really kind of rocked, and I talked to somebody else on my team, and they didn't really catch it the first time. But did anybody catch with Tony Kupes? He says, bigger services are coming, so you better grow a huge team now. I was like, bigger services are coming. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean bigger services are coming? But I love the fact, I hate it and I love it. I hate the fact that he won't give us a hint. Give me a hint. No, he won't. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. But I like the fact is they don't tell you something's coming until it's ready to be served. Because nothing worse, because there's nothing worse than something. Sam, I thought you said we was going to get. Where's it at? What's going on? Well, they're not really going to go that route right now because they found out that, and there's nothing worse. I'd love the fact that they wait till it's ready to be served. Paperwork's done. They're willing to present it. And it's so much more solidified, but I hate it at the same time. Okay, I'm just being honest. And the wife, she hates secrets, so she hates that stuff. So, but there was really, I really like that. But that's vision, though. Bigger things are coming. Who cares what? They've built a 28-year successful organization. And if you guys have ever been out and talked to the co-founders and got to listen to their hearts, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Not one thing. Not one thing. All right. And how about who liked all the clips that Megan and Ryan Williams put out? I don't have many skills, but I will find you. Stuff like that. They made it fun. So who else? Danny Volanino was one of the other things, but it was like getting, how do I say this? How important it is to get, Sam's my new IBO, LuAnne's my new IBO, is getting them the bonus. How huge that is. Has anybody got one of their IBOs the bonus or helped them get the bonus, right? And they use that, like, because it is, hey, okay, Ursula, honestly, you making money yet? And a lot of times, well, I'm new and there's a lot of money on the table. No. I got the bonus. And a confident person says, yeah, I got the bonus. I don't know if you that good, but I got the bonus. You say that to friends? Friends don't want to fight. Friends want to do better than you. Because friends think they're better than you. Or at least my friends think they're better than me. They probably are, but anyway. So get those people the bonus. So there's little things that really kind of hit me. Because a lot of times, like, okay, yeah, we got another 2 weeks to get your bonus. All right, we got another week to get your bonus. So we got a couple days to get your bonus. And then you run around like chicken with no heads trying to get that person the bonus. It's like, why go to work tomorrow when you go to work today and then relax or get more money, right? And then, and I've heard this before. I've heard this from the, and he's a product of the Mazer team, but Harsh Patel. I saw a, man, I'd have to dig it up, but when we talk and when we're doing the presentation, okay, because he says, like, he said 5% are probably the elite, the intelligent that are too smart, and that leaves 95% who are just like me, a commoner. Don't use too big of words. You'll lose me. Right? So a lot of times we go out, we have to think we have to present at this level. And he's talked about that because when you present at this level, he says you hit those 5% overachievers. You hit those 5%ers, but you miss out on the 95%ers. So when you talk, I'm just going to say the commoners, right? Like people like me, when you talk to where I understand it and I get it and you're keeping it simple, the 95%ers, the 5% of the 95%ers are going to say, oh, Lord, if he's doing it this way, I'm going to blow it up. And it's absolutely true. Absolutely true. I've had people tell me, when I saw that you were doing the business, I knew I was going to be big. And a lot of times people are like, well, what do you mean by that? My ego left a long time ago. I mean, it's still here sometimes, but it left a long time ago. And then I know I'm doing my job right. When someone thinks they're better than me, I'm like, got them. So that's huge. And the time frame. We got to be cognizant of the time frame when we're doing doing the 1 through 10. So those things right there really, really sparked me as far as like kind of reiterated some things. So that's kind of what I got some more on here, but that keeping it simple and the testimonies with Harsh, it's huge. It's working for them. They're top of the company right now for a reason. I'm not saying change anything, but we just got to remember to keep it simple. So who else got something out of this yesterday? Oh, go ahead, Miss LuAnne. You guys should be able to unmute yourself, I think.
So I noticed with Harsh, he did the presentation in 12 minutes. He says, watch me. And so he did it with 2 testimonies that were really, really fast. And he says, that's more than enough. Because people nowadays, they get very bored, quickly. So yeah, he was really, really fast. But one of it was a lady, and she was talking about the customer acquisition. And she was talking about being real. And when she mentioned her children and how she wanted to, them to go to private school or, help someone over 65 or something like that, she was really, really being, genuine. And that's one thing that I caught, you got to get your pride out of the way and you got to be real. We used to call it something, Chris, the something real, no, you dirty why or something like that. I can't remember, but we used to call it something like that. And that brought back, we need to keep it to the point where they can relate. Like if they're in an age group, then we talk to the age group type of thing. And I was in one of the chats, one of the trainings for Flash Mobile, and I got the guy's email. If anybody wants it, like if you have a question about Flash Mobile. Now he gave one email, but I noticed his email because it pops up. So now I have his email and I have the one that he gave that you could send questions to. And I'll go ahead and type that.
Put that in the chat.
Yeah, I'll type that in there because I know, Flash Mobile is still new to us. And like someone I know was having trouble in certain areas. Well, was it the phone or was it the area? So things like that, like, okay, does it work better with phones that are this and above? Or does it work at all with, so those are kind of questions you might want to ask. Anyway, so I'll type that in there. But overall, I already have my ticket for December, and everyone should too. There's no excuse. Just get it. Just don't go out to eat tomorrow or the next day. Because nowadays it costs $20 for one person to eat. Everything's gotten very expensive, and that's something that I tell people. Everything's gotten so expensive. You need a second job now. And people are going, yeah, you're right. So that's what I'll contribute right now. So you guys can keep talking.
Thank you, dear. Who else?
Hey, Mr. King, how's it going?
Good, sir. Glad to have you on.
Thank you. Same here, same here. I just got Mr. Adam Root did an awesome job. He said something that was simple, but at the same time quite powerful. He said that we need to keep people's eyeballs on the business. And I think that a lot of times we try to, I don't think we try to, I think sometimes we can kind of be kind of long-winded, kind of make it complex for a lot of people instead of just keeping people eyeballs on the business. Just present the information to them, flood them with the information. You know, I talked a couple of weeks back about, you know, making sure you hit them 2 or 3 times, you know, to get them to come to these events like the Zoom calls and things of that nature. You want to flood them with the information because you can always go back. If they got their eyeballs on the business, you can always go back and pick them again, get referrals. That's another thing he was talking about. You know, once you holler at somebody, try to get 5 people from that first person that you talk to, because that increases your bottom line. You know, it's basically tap rooting on that level.
Awesome. Thank you, boss. Yeah, he's an excitable young man. Anybody else? Y'all watched it, right? No one else got anything worthy enough to share?
It was yesterday, you know.
I know. I forget, so that's why I take notes.
Don't everybody speak at the same time. I mean, come on now.
You know, and something Debbie Davis had said too, is people don't know what they don't know. And a lot of times people think they know what we do. And when they see it, they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know it was like this. So it's important we mind our P's and Q's and what we say out there. Say, live the example. You know, I know, does everybody here do stuff on social media? Sam does. I've seen Sam's stuff. Yeah, Miss Latasha does. Awesome, awesome. Well, good. I hope the wife and I, like I say, there's LuAnne's email right there. So that's important, guys. If you ever run into troubles, you need some questions to ask, take this email down, because it's imperative, because when you need it, you're not going to have it. Because you're going to need questions answered if you ever get a customer. All right, right there now. Mr. Peon, why everyone's writing that down. What'd you get out of it, boss?
Okay, boss. Well, I got my ticket. Like Miss LuAnne, so Miss Pinedo. Okay, Patrick Macer. We have all heard this before, but I like that he mentioned that I'd rather get 1% of 100 people's effort is better than 100% of your own effort. So that was good. I'll keep looking through my notes. Next, please.
Awesome. Anybody else? Little nugget. Your nugget could make someone change someone's perspective.
The IDCO promo, which ends tomorrow, if you are on the, if you're a new customer or on the quarterly and you go annual, they'll give you the $50 e-gift card back. So
Oh,
that pays for like a fourth of it right there. So my husband, who's on the quarterly, guess what? He's going on the annual. So I want that $50.
She ain't lying, guys. That's how she works. I'm telling you.
You're gonna have to pay it anyway, and you get 2 months extra when you pay it annual. So
Yeah, it works out to about $24 a month, so it's huge.
yeah.
Huge, huge, huge. Anybody else?
Hi, Mr. King.
Hey, what's up? 3.0?
What's happening? Hello, everyone. So one of my biggest nuggets was from Adam Roop, which I think did so amazing. And he was talking about launching. So when we're launching someone, he said you ask them, do you want to walk, run, or sprint? Even though your process is going to be the same. So let's say your process is, okay, we got to get 3 services and stuff like that. So you ask them, you want to walk, run, or sprint. No matter what their answer is, you say, okay, perfect. I totally understand. So here's what we're going to do since you want to walk / run / sprint, because you want the new person to feel like they're in control, when in reality, you're the one that's guiding them, but you want them to feel like they're in control and they don't get overwhelmed. So that for me was a huge nugget. So I hope that helped.
Thank you, young lady. Thank you very much. I know I see looks like someone else there chomping at the bit too. Is that you, Mr. Harrison?
You hear me?
Yes,
Hey. How are you?
Good, boss. Good to see you.
So one thing let me just say first, I love to hear Greg Provenzano, GP, talk every time he gets me, and it's just good to get some insight from him. And from what he said from the beginning was he sees people from all walks of life with no experience, has never done this before, direct selling, telecommunications, knows nothing about the products, energy, IDCL, done nothing like this, that they were doing. And all they brought to the table was a coachable spirit and a great work ethic, and paid a little bit of a price for a long period of time, which stuck to me. And they won. And so he poses 2 questions to us after that. If they did it with what products they had in the past, what then could I do with the products we have currently? And the second question he poses is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And it's just a good challenge, good charge to me. And just to know that he went through the same experience, that no one there started off as a superstar. Everything came from personal development to where they are now.
Awesome. Thank you, Harrison. Yeah, Mr. Provenzano, you said that. I brought up my notes here. And I like it because he doesn't ever talk about your, because he's a co-founder. When he talks about your, he separates himself from us when he said, but he doesn't. He always says our. He says, it's our season and it's up to us to make it happen. It makes us feel like he's right there beside us in the trenches. So that's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Anybody else? Yeah, good book there, Ms. LuAnne. I dare you. Mr. Peon, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. I see you.
Okay, I like Mr. Provenzano saying that ACN is a gift, so it's something that we share. It's a gift. Basically, it's not chasing people and things like that. I like that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, guys, it's good to see that we had so many people get something out of it. I know some people that don't like to talk on here, and that's okay. I know you still got something out of it. I see it in your face. I see it in the light in your eyes. So here's the thing. Mr. Provenzano says the last part. He says it every time. We got 72 hours. It's already been 24. You got 48 hours left to start to do something different. That's all you got. 48 hours left. What you gonna do? After here at the house, everybody was writing down all the new people. Made some phone calls and some text messages and all the new people we got to talk and meet up with next week. So see, that event does something for you. And on Wednesday, again, we're going to have some of the team here. And we get some of the leaders together. We're going to make some more phone calls. We're going to keep growing it. And if you can't be here sometimes, you on Zoom. Make sure you make, it's part of the family. We got, I fall down, skin my knee. I'm going to need some help getting back up. I'm old and fat. So let's keep supporting each other, guys. Keep loving on each other.